Ooh, let's get that talk there.
Oh, how do? Let me just start off by saying anyone who wants to fight, just let me know. I'll take the right or the left one. Yeah, my controller is just jacked up. Of course I'm gonna pick Muhammad Ali. Can I do random? Yes. That's no, that's not random. All right, that was the second choice. We're fighting. So, what's on my mind? Drew. How are you doing, my friend? Good brother. I found your interview, man. Let me give you a little bit. See if I can help you. Life after WWE, life after wrestling, right? What can I do? What would I like to do? I have two suggestions for you, okay? I think the Lord and we put this together. One thing, I think you should work with kids. Find some kids to work with. I'm talking about like 8-year-olds, 12-year-olds. I'm talking about the young bucks. And if you don't want to do that, be a wrestling coach. Be a teacher. Be a wrestling teacher, yo. Pass that knowledge on, yo. The more interviews I watch, it's so clear why I'm your number one fan. It's so easy to see now. It's like, dude, you are wrestling. You were born to wrestle. That's their God-given talent. That's your anointing. Yeah, you're going straight to heaven, my dude. Don't even worry about death. You're going straight to heaven. Don't even worry about that. I'll see you in heaven. But anyway, freaking yeah, be a wrestling coach. Be a teacher. You don't even have to, you teach the next generation. You're gonna find somebody just like you with the same hunger, and you're gonna mold them into like the next Drew Mac. You know, you need a protege. You know what I'm saying? You need a new stuff like that. So that's just my suggestion for you. Like I said when the stream began, you know, I'm not gonna keep talking back to you. We're just gonna settle this on the racetrack. And if I got enough nerve, we'll settle it in the boxing ring. But my confidence level isn't quite as high at the boxing ring as it used to be. Especially the only boxing game I was really good at was Fight Night 2004, because it was exactly what I wanted and needed and everything, and it was just perfect. And then new games come out and it's just not the same. It's just like, it's a little more difficult for me. Just went out and bought some Buddha. It smells good. Who else? Anyone else? Who else is on my mind? Well, I gotta go to court tomorrow. That's gonna suck. But whatever. So they might kidnap me. I don't know when I'll be like free. And then after they kidnapped me, the good news is I just thought about it today. The good news is they can't like keep me in this crap forever. So they really can't. That's just not. They can't. They just can't. That's even. As a matter of fact, God won't let that happen. So just get this over with. I'm sure they're gonna try to keep. I'm sure they're gonna try to find a way to keep me. So I'll come back to court again. They you know. I don't trust them. But anyway, what else? I got secret championships. I made sure I wasn't like online. I made sure my stuff wasn't open and social because I went so much. It's like, you know, no one wants to celebrate with me anymore, so I just celebrate by myself. I want to do easy, but I'll do intermediate because intermediate is actually pretty easy. Just as amateur, just as hard as freaking intermediate. If you ask me. I don't know. Same type. I don't know if you can hear this music or not. This white controller, I can't drive with this thing anymore. It's telling me no. Ladies and
gentlemen, it is go time. My name is Todd Grisham. Alongside me, English fighting legend Johnny Nelson.
The pleasure's always mine, my friend.
It's time for our tale of the tape. Muhammad Ali, 191 centimeters tall with a reach of 198. And his opponent here, none other than Alexander Usyk, 6'3" and 198 centimeter reach.
This is it. This is that fight. This is that argument. I don't know what to expect.
Now they trying to impeach Trump. Like,
this is Muhammad Ali. Here comes the brand new world heavyweight champion. Just, of course, famously knocked out Sonny Liston. 20-0 with 16 KOs.
I don't know about that.
Alexander Usyk, the former undisputed cruiserweight champion and
I'm not very good at
fighting out of Ukraine.
I'm not very good at politics.
We turn it over to the world-renowned ring announcer, Jimmy Lennon Jr.
This bout is scheduled for 12 rounds of boxing. In the red corner, introducing in this corner, undefeated in his campaign with a record of 20 wins, no losses, 16 wins coming by way of knockout. The renowned U.S. Olympic gold medalist and the newly crowned heavyweight champion of the world, the Louisville Lip, Muhammad Ali.
I just got my 75th
here is the
World
Olympic
Championship.
Gold medalist from Ukraine, an undisputed cruiserweight world champion, and a unified heavyweight.
I just got my 112th NASCAR championship. That's more than you've heard last time.
So much hype surrounding this big matchup. Can't wait to see what goes down when the opening bell rings.
Todd, I'm going to stay here till the end of the night because if you're a fight fan like me, this is.
So let's talk about this F1 rule. I got to talk about these things while I can think about it. The rule about crashing and stopping. That rule is confusing. And I think you should allow the drivers to just drive back to the pits if they can. And if you gotta clean, and if the people on the racetrack who are working need to clean it up, clean it up. That's what they're there for. I think that rule should be done away with because it's confusing. No one's following it. And even if you, and let me say this. I don't want to say this, but I'll say it. Friggin', if you are going to keep this rule, you need to penalize the drivers for not obeying. or it's just gonna keep on doing what they do. If you want another NASCAR, that's another thing. NASCAR. I drove that 2022 NASCAR yesterday at Texas. Boring. Y'all need to put some horsepower in that car quick. Put a lot of horsepower in there. God.
What I live for.
So a capacity crowd
That
here
car
for this one.
sucks.
We've been waiting a long time for this match.
That would solve all our
go.
problems, yo. Dang, that car sucks.
After months of uncertainty, we finally have a fight.
Come on.
That uppercut does not score.
Hold on, yo. How do you go low?
He wasn't ready for that counter punch. Missing with the... Oh, wait a minute. Is this the beginning of the end for Muhammad Ali? Oh, no. Ali is down. And as you can see here...
All right. That was what we call that warm up. Warm up. I didn't know what the heck I was doing.
This bout is
expectation. These two fighters promised us an offensive show. Let's see if they deliver. His jab just got blocked. He misses with that straight left. The winner of this surely will get a world title shot.
No, you like that, huh? You like that? Good.
The perfect counter lands. What a pleasure to be in this unique environment. Every seat has been taken for tonight's match.
Just see the nerves on a fighter stepping into the ring, Tom. It can tell you so much about a fighter. And then look in the opposite corner. You've got one fighter that is in heaven. This is where they want to be.
They blocked the left there. No rest for the weary. If you like defense, you're going to love this fighter. Excellent defense. They stay on the outside. They use their jab efficiently, and they don't take damage.
The flat for the fight. If you've got a dancer out there in front, you've got to cut them off. Cut the ring off. Make the ring small. Put them on the back foot. Put them under pressure.
We're at the halfway point of this round, and both of these fighters have had their moments. Still could go either way.
Skill for skill. Tap for tap. She's like a match made in heaven.
Come on.
They blocked the left there. When someone punches that hard, you don't want to trade shots.
Come on. Love it.
This counter fighter believes in the anything you can do, I can do better. They'll let you throw a punch first, and they'll answer you and usually hit you harder.
If you're fighting a counter puncher, you've got to dummy a shot. Make them react from that, then react then. I know it's hard to think that way, but counter punchers, they're watching you every move, that every twitch.
So much for boxing. This is a fight.
Gripped it. I got you.
Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one.
I keep missing. Dude, make the swing. Thank you. I want you. You better start swinging, dude.
He's got to do something
What's wrong with you?
Every second, every minute of this fight is important. Every second, every minute of this round is important. You cannot afford to lose it.
focus on what you're let him back in or anything. No free shot. Let him back into this. You're better than this. Go back out. Set him up and you'll take him out. He's ready to go.
Oh, we got Xavier Woods and
The referee
Tyler
calling for
Breeze.
seconds out as we get set for another
Hope to see
round.
y'all tonight. Hope to see you tonight. Now, if anyone was wondering why I don't go in the chat anymore, I will remind you one more time. I cannot.
Here we go.
It doesn't
Round
work
two.
anymore.
Who's going to land the first big shot? Let's
Damn.
see how they bounce back here in this round.
Well, you got that. I forgot how to block,
Now
man.
they've got to block it. They've got to block it. They've got to come out now and style it out. Get on the back foot, jab.
Oh my God, Johnny!
Damn. Oh,
Who
he's
would have
pissed.
thought Ali would get one? Finally, Muhammad Ali goes down. How about that technique on that headshot? Let's see it again and appreciate it more.
Shot from the gods, they say.
Man. Told you, man, I ain't nice no more. Let's at least some more practice.
Well, they're back on their feet right now, Johnny. Do they go toe for toe or do they play defense here?
Well, now it's about getting back to the corner, freshen up, get new instructions given to you, and they've got to G you up. They've got to tell you what you're doing wrong and what you're doing right.
They block the uppercut. Good counter punch. As it is in most heavyweight fights, don't blink because one big shot and this thing could be over. The straight right just misses. Every time he throws a punch, a receipt is coming right back. He's got the advantage halfway through the round.
Perfect game plan. The thing is, can anybody figure out what to do to change this? It's a perfect start.
Just when you think they're going to have a lull in the action, we get it heated back up.
This is what you're good at, Kalar. This is what you're good at.
What do you think of this fight so far, Johnny?
Because you've got a good chin doesn't mean you've got leather skin. It means you can still get caught. So you've got to go for those point areas, over the eyebrow, the cheekbone. You've just got to try and cut them, skim them, go for speed.
So much for boxing. This is a fist fight. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here.
I'm picking my spot.
Step back for just a moment.
This dude's too smart for me.
Final 10 seconds here, unless we get some late drama. I think we all know who won this round.
Yeah, he did. You got this one. That's fine. There you go. Use your brain, Kalari. Don't worry about it.
Knockdown is going to be huge.
I love the response.
It's okay.
So got back up, took a deep breath and thought, right, brush it off, get on with the job.
Thank you.
Go back and win the round, right? There's only one round that you've won. Do not do it. Just stick a few body shots in there, bury it up a little bit so you can't figure you out. Let's go out there and let's reset. Forget about that round. It was a bad round. But we don't care. We don't care. Go out there, you win this next round. Stay focused. Don't let him back into the fight. Great round. Just come on. We've let him back into the fight. We're way better than this. Hands beautiful. Just start working a few body shots in there. Bury up a little bit. Again, come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Looking up, and you're still landing your power shots. Good work. Don't forget.
Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to.
It's just not my
heal up
style,
and
you
get a
know?
breather right back into the action.
I gotta do what I gotta do what I do. You know, I can't do what you do. It's not gonna work.
There's the bell to start round 3. Got to get the momentum shift coming their way. What can they do here?
What a knockdown. 1 minute, you need 1 hour to get over a shot like that. Now it's down to conditioning. Now it's down to mental strength and preparation. It's how you are going to deal with this.
One punch could end this fight for either of these two heavyweights.
They know the second they touch you, it's done. They're that powerful.
That counter punch caught him clean. So much firepower here. Which fighter will say no mas? They are not going to let this one go to the judges. Well, Johnny, I know it's still early on, but have you been surprised by anything you've seen?
Todd, you know what? Sometimes when I've gone in the ring with fights like that and you punch them, you just want to run. You want that spaceship to come and lift you out of there because you think, what the hell am I going to do now?
Beautiful counter punch. We're at the halfway point, and both of these fighters know the round is still up for grabs.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them more than happy.
The jab doesn't quite connect. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. And he scores with the counter. What do you think of what we've seen so far from these two boxers, Johnny?
This can be so frustrating when you're in with such a fast...
You think you're so smart, huh? You think you're smart?
Four shot combinations before you even let one off. That creates frustration, and that's when it gets hard.
Someone's will cave, but which fighter will it be? A very competitive round.
Go, Kalari, go. Go, Kalari. You're working this mofo. That's right. That's right. That belt's for you. That belt is for you. I could have kept going. I could have kept going. You know what I'm saying?
I've been in fights like that. When you're thinking, come on, bro, ring away. You walk back to the corner like you've just seen the sun.
What's wrong with you?
Forget about that round. It was a bad round.
That was a good round. That was a great round. What are you talking about? I disagree.
I need you to go back out there. I need you to win this round. Get your mind back. Get your focus back. Get that jab back.
How did I lose this round? If I lost this round, something ain't right. Straight like that. I was working that fool. He got me white one time, one good dribble, and that's it.
I don't want to go load up. Don't be looking for that one shot. Be confident. You gotta take that confidence away. Go out. And the first one, he's gone already. Just make sure.
And that'll do it for the time between rounds as we get set to get back in the action.
Stop him in his track. There's 1, 2 straight down the middle. You can't miss it. Now, here we go. Stay focused.
And there's the bell to start round 4. So not the best round, but let's see if they can turn it around here.
That was a tough last round. Now you've got to make sure he doesn't put it on you, and that's what he's going to try and do. So tie him up, hold him, lean on him. Don't get drawn into a fight. Not yet. Not until your senses have come back.
Let's go with that right uppercut. These are heavyweights, but I tell you what, that hand speed and footwork, they look like middleweights.
Todd, look back in history. Sugar Ray Leonard against Roberto Duran. The first fight, Sugar Ray Leonard tried to fight, stand there toe-to-toe with him. The second fight, he thought, this guy's aggressive. He's nasty. He'll do everything to get the win. I've got to box him. I've got to frustrate him. I've got to humiliate him and show him how good a boxer I am. That's the only way you beat an aggressive fighter. Show your boxing skills. Step out the way. Don't fight fire with fire. Use brain over brawn.
And just as quickly as it slows down, it heats back up. Needs to put some combination work together. One punch is good, two punches better.
No, I'm not going to. No. Because that's how I get effed up, yo.
Halfway through the round, I'm not sure who's winning it.
It's a very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
There's nothing quite like a big heavyweight fight. Everything can change with one
Ooh,
punch.
I don't care.
Don't
I'm
get
fighting
trigger
smart.
happy, because all of a sudden you're going to be gassing yourself out trying to get that shot, and that's when they catch you.
Can't land that jab. That jab gets blocked. They both want a knockout, you can tell. Misses with the straight left.
See, listening to you. See, you can't listen to everything and everybody. Yo.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
I have to fight this my way. Because if I don't, I'm going to get terrible. He's going to just beat me. Yo, 2 was better. I thought so too. You saw what happened.
One-sided 3 minutes. We just saw it.
Dominance, without a doubt, made it look
See that
so
4 though.
easy.
I'm saving my stamina. Got to save that juice because I can't burn myself out. Got to just keep doing what I do.
Same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps are way better than that guy. You let him back into the fight.
I may not swell you up, but I will go downstairs. All right, I shouldn't have skipped it.
Here's the bell to start round 5. Coming off that great round, let's see if they can build on momentum here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Generally speaking, you don't watch heavyweights to see a boxing match. You want to see a fist fight.
You've got to be courageous when you get in there with someone that's bigger, stronger, and faster. You've just got to use brain then.
Yeah, exactly. That's exactly right. I really appreciate them saying that. That's the truth. How am I gonna outrun you when you're just faster? You know, I gotta outsmart you. I gotta do something
Not
different.
a lot of punch output. Thought there would be some more action here.
I'm trying to win, dude. You just want entertainment.
Seen all the famous
That's your
boxing
problem.
movies, the training scenes, the gym work. That's what it all boils down to. Who's going to have more endurance?
Now you've got 2 fighters that are absolutely shattered. What gets you through? Willpower. Calm, because if you panic, you get desperate. If you get desperate, you make mistakes. If you make mistakes, you get knocked out.
Good fight so far. Both of these fighters have had their moments.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
This is a battle royale between 2 heavyweight bombers. They blocked the left there. Nice looking right hook, but he blocked it. Nice counter shot. Every time they drop their guard, they get caught. Nice defense with that jab. Nice defense on that jab. Not a lot of defense here at all. very close round with 10 seconds to go. Well, we know they've got the advantage so far, but how does this match get turned around?
As long as
See
they don't
that?
get complacent,
Saving,
you think this
dude,
is too easy.
saving
If they
juice.
keep this same kind of pace
Saving
up,
juice,
they've got this
saving
fight.
juice. Saving juice. I gotta, the juice is getting a lot better.
Just keep him on the end of your jab. You're getting it together. You've completely
A
switched
lot
up.
better.
Get your mind back on. Start sticking a few body shots in there. There you go. Great work.
Why are they speaking so softly? I can't hardly hear them.
Get to the fight. Don't give him no free shots, yeah?
Speak up.
Get your mind back and your focus back to the jab. Good work. Don't forget the jab. Don't get carried away. Think of that dunking range. All right? Go back out there and win this round. Only lost long every one shot at a time. Set him up. You're taking over.
Yeah, y'all need to drop some HP in that car quick.
Unfortunately, this fighter not
Y'all
gonna
got to
get more
stop playing
time to
around with all
heal
this,
up
all
as we
this
get set to jump
scientific
back into
tires,
action.
all that crap. Just put some power in the car and stop playing, yo. Stop it, yo.
On to the 6th round. Well, Johnny, can he keep the momentum going after that last round for him?
Todd,
Excuse me. Oh.
my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
Oh my God, oh my God, oh my God, I'm hitting the wrong buttons. It's so important you don't do that, Flurry.
This is the heavyweight division. One punch could end this fight.
Midway through the fight, if you are tired, this can be the loneliest place in the world. If you cheated, now we're going to find out.
You don't want to go tit for tat in there in this fight. The jab doesn't quite connect. How much confidence do you build when your opponents hit you with their best shot and you walk right through it?
Work the body, frustrate them, take the mind off the chin, take the mind off protecting everything around that. Work the body, use tactics. Sometimes it's all right to actually outbox a fight and beat them on points.
Exactly.
Who's willing to go where the other fighter won't? Halfway through the round, and man, these two are going at it.
Perfectly matched, skill for skill, tap for tap. Now this fight will say, you know what, I'm just that notch above you, and so I've got to respect both of them. More than happy.
Nice counter shot. And a nice job blocking the right jab. And he scores with the counter. There's a counter shot. Do you believe what we're seeing? They hit like heavyweights, but they move like middle. Hold that thought! The greatest has been dazed. Muhammad Ali in trouble. But somehow weathered the storm.
It's been a tough round so far. It's been a tough round. What do they do? What do they tell him when he goes back to the corner? How are they going to get through this?
They're giving us a high-tempo show. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one. That bell could not
It's okay.
have come
I think
soon
you got
enough for
that
this
one.
guy.
You got
He's
that
a
one.
knockout without
That's
a doubt.
cool.
He needs to go out there and think, right, you know what? Next round, you're getting it. You're going to get a kitchen sink.
Yeah, that's it. Now breathe. Just get your breath back. Good round. Get back behind your jab. Basics. Just get you with him bad, and you get your time in already. That right hand.
Okay, I see your game, dude. I'm starting to understand what it, okay.
Back together. You're coasting this fight, and now you're going to let him get back in. Now it's a tougher fight, and he's going to be confident. You got to take that confidence
I see your little game, dude. Let's see what I can do about this, Lord. Let's get him. I know what I need to do. Let's see if I can just do it. You know what I mean? I think I can do it. I can do it. Come on.
Time winding down as we get set for another round. There's the bell to start round 7. Off their stools and ready to go. Let's hope this round is more competitive.
This is one of those situations. You've just been hurt. You've got to get out there again. Be smart. Be sharp. Don't be a fool. Don't get suckered in. Make him fight your fight. Hold him. Tie him up just until your head clears again and your legs come back again. Because if you don't, he's going to pop you off.
They blocked the left there. This fighter is not interested in throwing one shot at a time. They throw combinations, and they throw them non-stop.
Having so much speed, what happens to your opponent is you get cut to ribbons, and that's where the referee has to jump in and stop the fight. And you know this is going to happen, so you rush your work. You think, I've got to get him inside punch round.
They blocked the left there. One punch could change the entire complexion of this fight. In the early rounds of a fight, you'll see two boxers feel each other out, test each other's power, and I think this boxer has decided I can walk through anything that lands.
What a gift. What a gift it is to have a chin where you know you can walk through anything and everything. When you let those shots go and it's just bouncing off and they're walking you down, it's so demoralizing. It absolutely breaks your heart. What else can you do?
Big shots from both these fighters. Got to be careful, though.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other because no one dare do anything out of turn.
You believe what we are seeing. How about that time counter shot? He blocks the right hook. Missed him with that uppercut. When are we going to see a jab from these two? This round could go either way. 10 seconds to go.
He's tired. Look at him. He's so tired.
As boxing judging can be sometimes, there's no doubt who won that round.
You can't leave it up to the judges. It's up to you as the fighter, and the cornerman's got to put a firecracker on that fight to get out there and get the job done.
Let's go out there and get my hand beautiful.
Thank you.
Squat, stick off and win the round on your jab. And breathe when you step it out, all right? Good. You're doing good, kid. You're doing good. Same again. Don't change too much. Keep doing what you're doing. The gaps will appear. You stay focused now. Don't let him go back out there and win this round, all right? Only one round of you. You're smart. You're loading up, and you're still letting you power shot. Good work. And now you've let him back in. Now it's going to be a tougher fight because he's going to be confident. But you do. Good work. Don't be looking at the one shot in the first minute. Stick him in the end of your jab, and then start gathering.
Time winding down as we get set to jump back in the action.
Stay focused now.
All right, let's start.
Round 8, and we're off again. They've got all the momentum on their side after that last round. Let's see what they do here.
Todd, my motto is, if it's not broken, why change it? An excellent last round, everything works. Wait for the reaction. Until then, keep doing what you've just been doing because you've won that hands down.
They call it the chin. How strong is your chin? Do you have a glass chin? These are things that can affect the fight.
This is when you get in the ring feeling like you're King Kong, because you know you've got a chin that is not going to get dented.
Yeah, I don't know about you. I dent your ribs, though.
Has to be careful for that receipt. It's always coming. You can tell who's stronger and who's faster. Not a lot of punch out, but thought there might be more action here. It's all offense all the time. Those counter punches have to hurt. Energy and endurance are not an issue for this fighter who continues to be aggressive as the rounds wear on.
Sometimes when you have a fight, the best way to beat a fight is not give them what they want, because they want to get you there. They want you to stand there toe-to-toe with them and have a terror. That's what they do in the gym every single day of the week. What you've got to do is you've got to frustrate them as they set their shots. Get out of the way, and they'll get so angry, so frustrated because they can't work.
Back and forth they go, neither fighter willing to back down.
Skill for skill, tap for tap, just like a match made in heaven.
These two fighters are made for one another. It's knockout or bust for both of these fighters. Missing with the hook. Might want to think of holding on here for a minute. Neither one of them want this to go to the judges' scorecards. You know the scorecards are going to be all over the place in this one.
He's telegraphing me now. You found a way to telegraph.
Talk about Alexander Usyk in that last round. How much cardio was put in for this fight? It may come down to that.
This is when you talk about championship material.
Blowing him out. That's why he's got less stamina. I'm blowing him out. He getting my head, though. He denting me up a little bit.
You're doing good, kid. You're doing good. Sit back on the job. There's a
What
guy
round is this?
Come on. Here. Just keep him on the end of your jab. You're getting your timing already. That right hand. Beautiful. Beautiful. That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. You've done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're going to go back. That jab's looking nice. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. Get your boxing back together. You're switching off. You start with the fight, kid.
I gotta keep doing it, but he found a way to counter it. He
The
hit me
referee calling
twice.
for seconds out. Unfortunately, this fighter not going to get more time to heal up and get a breather. And we enter the ninth. Was 1 minute enough time for them to recover after what we saw last round?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
I think it's safe to say one of these fighters certainly has a significant speed advantage. You can tell who it is.
What you've got to do, Toddy, is anticipation. You've got to wait. You just got to throw caution to the wind and just hope. You're never going to know where the shots are coming from. You just got to put in a guess.
This is some of the best action I've seen in any round anywhere this year. That counter punch caught him clean. Can't score with that hook again. This fighter has been extremely aggressive so far, Johnny, but how do they keep it up over the distance of this fight?
How do you deal with an aggressive fighter? What you do is you fight fire with fire. You either give it them back because that's where they're comfortable, or you play calm, play cool.
You gotta like what you're seeing as we reach the halfway point of this round.
They're so close, so close. How can you separate them? It's going to be a hard night tonight for the judges.
Swing and a miss with that uppercut. He blocks that jab. And he scores with the counter.
Smooth criminal like pounds just told them with a squad get scolded. Right. War with the Lord, not an omen. Still might have to grill a brother like Foreman. When my dogs start rioting, leaves will be falling off trees. You'd think that it's autumn. Yo, I can't stand these rap boys. Feel
You'd like to see more jabs. They're both looking for the knockouts here, and that's what we expect from heavyweights.
I've seen some fights with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a crisp. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
Very close round with 10 seconds to go.
That white controller is good for nothing.
This might come down to who wants it more, but it might come down to who's in better shape.
You cannot gas out if you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this
You hear
fight.
him?
You have no
You
excuse
cannot
for
gas
gassing
out.
Come on. Let him back.
Or around 10.
We're way better. Look, take him out. He's ready to go. He's gone already. Come on, switch on. Get your boxing back together. Let's get out there. Get your boxing back together. Just take the round off. Win the round on your day.
I'll hang up this and I'll sure forget to stop to talk about something, but it is what it is.
Get your focus back. You're thinking, you're smart, you weren't loading up, you're still landing your power shot.
Gonna be like, oh yeah.
Go back and win the round, right? So at the end of all of that, do what you gotta do.
The referee calling for seconds out as we get set to jump back in the action.
Get out there. Don't let him back in the fight. Great round. It's the same again. Don't change too much.
There's the bell to start round two. Fatigue
Here we
is
go.
setting in. Let's see how they handle it here in this round.
An amazing pace and tempo set in the last round. Can you keep this up? Me personally, I don't think that's possible. And if they can, their training, their conditioning would have been ridiculous, like they're in the army. But these guys, if they can keep up this pace, we are in for a great night.
Someone tell these two that they can be defensive for a minute if they want to. Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now.
You trying to lure me in, yeah. That's why you let me hit him a little bit.
As we enter the final frames of this bout, Johnny, what
You
have
trying
we
to
seen
take me,
so
you trying to
far?
knock me
I've
out.
seen certain fighters that can depend on just their power alone. Forget tactics. They know the second they touch you, it's done. That's
See?
where the confidence comes from.
See, he's smart, dude. He's not stupid.
They block that jab. He blocks that jab. Misses with the straight left. This fight a little bit closer than I think a lot of people thought.
Skill for skill, tap for tap. Just like a match made in heaven.
Dude, swing. I hate how he just doesn't swing.
Well, just a couple rounds left, Johnny. What's your assessment so far?
So you're getting in there with somebody that's so fast, you're prepared to take a licking because you've got to get some before you get in close.
He parries that right jab away. Throws the jab but does not
Line
score. An uppercut does not score. Swinging big and missing big with that hook. They walk away from each other and then run right back into trouble. Not a lot of punch output. Thought there might be more action here. Despite what the judges' scorecards read, there are no losers in this one. Now you start wondering how much work these two fighters did in the gym.
Doing good.
There's a lot on the line here.
Jab's looking nice. Goes 1-2 straight down the middle. You can. Okay, you learn that.
Trying to attack his face a little bit.
And there's the bell for round 11. They really seemed to exhaust themselves last round. Let's see what they have left.
What are they doing that round? Are they trying to get an early night? That's a lot of energy first. They did 6 rounds in one. They're going to be absolutely shattered.
One punch changes everything in this division. It's the heavyweights.
The problem with having a chin that everybody knows if they hit you, you're hurt, you're gone. You've got to protect that, but you've also got to get your shots off. And they forget, you can bang too.
Stamina is off the charts. What heart, what desire, but at what cost?
Huh? Huh?
Look, misses. You've got someone with the hand speed that this fighter possesses. How do you deal with it?
Some fighters are just gifted with such hand speed, footwork, movement. They are gifted. They are the chosen few.
Both of these fighters have had their moments.
Very close match. It shows the skill, the discipline, the respect both fighters have for each other, because no one dare do anything out of turn.
Swinging big and missing big with that hook. And he misses with that straight left. This fighter expending a lot of energy in this round. His stamina is off the charts.
What?
Blocks that jab. Just misses with that uppercut. A very competitive round with 10 seconds left.
Did I knock him down?
Endurance these two fighters
I did something.
You cannot gas out. If you prepared right, slept right, ate right, and did everything right for this fight, you have no excuse for gassing out.
I'm over here trying to confuse you. He's as harmless as a dove, but be as wise as a serpent.
That's it. Start sticking a few body shots in there. Marry it up. Wait. Don't be looking at the one shot.
I think this is the last round.
Get your mind back on the back up. You're thinking, you're smart. You're good enough back into the fight. You're do. Good work. Put him back in his place. They need to focus.
And that'll do it for the minute break as we get set to get
All right,
back
well,
in
let's
the
finish
action.
this fool.
Just winning that kick. Just go back out there and get behind the bases. Get your jab back.
Usk.
And there's the bell to start round 12. They let it all hang out in the last round.
Come on, Usk.
What do they got left?
Exerted a lot of energy in the fight so far. Now they're shattered. This is what you call championship rounds. If you have done the work, slept right, ate right, prepped right, I'm expecting you to get through this. If not, if you've cheated, the ring can be the loneliest place in the world.
When you're a power puncher, you're not as concerned with how many punches you throw. It's about how many you land and how hard they are.
That power might be the do or die. That power might be the equalizer.
Gotta let your hands go a little bit. It's okay to be aggressive now. Nice counter punch right up the middle. Which one of these athletes is going to say, I can't take it anymore? This fighter has determined that they can walk through any punches that their opponent throws, and that's a very confident spot to be in.
I've seen some fighters with a granite chin. You can hit them with a sledgehammer, they are not going to move. But then I've seen some mad punchers with a chin like a cliff. As soon as you touch them, they're gone. And this is the danger spot.
The only fear you have with this heavyweight is has he punched himself out? And this is a you hit me hard, I'll hit you hard type of fight. He threw the hook, didn't land. How do they use this fighter's aggression against them?
I've seen some aggressive fighters like this, and they are a nightmare. If you are not fit, that is the worst place to be, having second thoughts in the ring.
They better start respecting each other's punching power.
Yeah, he doesn't care about that right anymore. Look, watch. He doesn't care at all.
This round's still up for grabs with just 10 seconds to go.
Just don't hit me with that right, dude. That's all I ask. Look at you! Look at this monster! You better raise my arm.
Cards were all over the place, but in the end, I think the right athlete won.
It could have gone either way, and it's hard, you know, you're going to have people arguing, the fans for one and the fans for the other say our fighter won. So the decision was fair. Down to the T, down to the wire. These guys put it on the line. Split decision is fair.
What? Oh, no, I won that. I won that. I won that fight. I won that fight. Oh, I won that fight. Yeah. I won that fight. Yes. I will not be fighting another one, though. No way. So you know what I'm going to do? We're going to do something a little cool. We're going to put two boxers in the ring and let them fight each other. How about that? Because I'm not fighting again. We're going to do this like I do WWE. Yeah. What's up, bro? I win. Mm-hmm. That was a good fight. Had to outbrain them. Joe Frazier versus... Wait. Wait, I can't... There we go. Versus... Frank Bruno. Saved by the Bell. No. All right, one more. Oh, these dudes. Okay, this is just somebody. They're just mad at each other. I see what's going on here. I'll go online and get my butt whooped, y'all. You kidding me? No, I'm not gonna make a fool of myself. I gotta practice. I gotta like be willing to go on there and keep playing and practice.
All right, I went over the rules. I want you to protect yourself at all times, and what I say you must obey. Good luck.
Let's see how the AI like. It's just I'm like, hold on. I'm gonna learn something. Uh-uh. Good block, good block. It's Dole. Okay, he's getting some good work back. So this is how y'all fight. I can't fight like that. I'm just getting dropped. I need my distance. Sloppy Joe! See how his face was open? Bam! He should have just smacked him right in his face. I guess it's not that easy, huh? Beautiful. Matrix, baby. Bruno. Come on, San Martino, baby. The game will let you know when you mess up too. That's what be getting me. So see, the reason why a counter punch hurts so much is because it's a clean shot. You're wide open. You're getting hit like just straight fisted, this straight in the yit.
Great round. Now relax. Just keep him on the end of that jab and you're getting your time in already. That right hand's beautiful. That's it. Now just stick a few body shots in there, vary it up a little bit so he can.
Come on, you want to win this fight? Right. Let's get out there, get you
the other end of that jab, and you're getting your time in already. That right hand's beautiful.
Dude, look how much stamina they've used in just one round.
Good man. You say focus? Go on.
That's
Don't let him back
crazy.
Don't give him no free shots. Be smart. Now I don't want you to load up. Don't be looking for that one shot.
Go back and win the round, right? It's only one round that you've lost.
He's ready to go. He's gone already. Just make sure.
Don't worry about it. Hey, let's go out there and let's reset.
Yeah.
Get him, finish him.
Let's do it.
I was fighting. I ain't fighting this time. I'm gonna hear that mess. Why don't you want to fight again? Because I don't want to. That's why. Shoot. That's why. Oh, damn. Ugh. All I could do is shake my head.
1, 2, 3, 4. Are you okay?
This is for real. Like, you're wearing sandals and socks. Why don't you just put like some shoes on? If you're gonna do that. I think you got like the Crocs, the same thing. Like, why don't you just put some shoes on? It was 100 degrees outside. It was 100 degrees outside yesterday. It is hot outside. Shoot. Swimming pool. You know, bro, you showed the bird bath. Then it made me think, why isn't everybody going to the pool, going to the beach? Everybody's just gonna complain about how hot it is. I cranked that AC up. I said, It was 71 degrees in my house last night, and it was so hot. I said, oh no. I'm gonna turn this sucker as low as I can, yo. This is ridiculous. Get snapped. Cover that, you know. Shoes, you know what I'm saying? Shoot, Old Navy, you don't seem to care. So I'm gonna call on Nike. Since I'm Mr. Just Do It. Yeah, that was a 12-round heavyweight fight. And you want me to fight again? No. You must be crazy. Kalari, keep it real. Kalari keeps it real, baby. Kalari keeps it real.
All right, now you're switching off. You've done all that work all the way through camp, and now you're gonna go back out there.
Look.
You gotta get out there, switch off.
It's about round, I think it's round 3. Something like that. 46%, dude. Bad. That's bad.
Start sticking a few body shots in that.
He's already starting to look tender. Look at him. He's trying to go for that quick blow because that's all he's got. They're just going off on each other. It's just like I just can't fight like that. Oh. Move forward. There you go. Oof. Nice. You saw the fight at the end of the. You saw the match. At the end of the fight, the boxers is like, dude, just don't hit me with the right. That's all I ask. I'm like, I won't. Boosh, boosh, boosh. Every right move he had it scouted. I said even if it, and then okay, let me teach you a little something about boxing, okay? because I know how to box. Okay, so there was times where they would shift to the left and the right. So every time, for example, they would move to, you know, my right, their left, I would swing with my right. And when I see them start moving to the left, I'll start moving to the left. I'll start swinging, or moving to my left or their right, I'll start swinging with my left. You know what I'm saying? Just catch them wherever they're going. They're shifting to the, you know, they're shifting to the left, right hand, bow, bow, bow. They moving to the left. You're like you're putting a wall between them. That's what it's like, putting a wall between them. Then they'll start bobbing and weaving. Bobbing and weaving. That's when you start hitting the body. You get right in there. Hit him in the belly. Bip, 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 bip. You see that? You see how he was bobbing and weaving? He should have gone right in that body. That's body shots right there. You hit him with hooks. Rah, rah, hook me up. Now you just stay there. You get hit with uppercuts right there. That's an uppercut shot. Right in the gut. And then headshots. You just gotta go for it. You know what I'm saying? His head's open now. Go for it. Just gotta go for it sometimes. See, you just can't be scared. That's about headshots. About like no fear. You just can't be scared. Just gotta go for it. At the same time, though, you gotta be smart, because if you just going for all headshots, you know, all I gotta do is I'll just run. Like I'll be doing a lot of bobbing. That's where the bob and weaving comes. If you're just gonna be throwing headshots all day, I'll just bob and weave. Woo, woo. Or just back. I don't bob and weave. That's not my style. But I will back off. That is not my bobbing and weaving is not my style of boxing. Okay. So that's a few things I know. And then you got to use your brain. If they're just dribbling you, and they get you, especially once or twice, maybe even 3 times, sometimes you got to back up and reassess the situation. What's going on now? You got to keep it. And then as I was boxing, I had to keep rethinking. You know what I mean? I had to keep, you know. That interview with you, Drew, was great. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for confirming like how things change so quickly backstage. Shoot, it's the truth. My man Drew McIntyre tells the truth. I mean, you know, Drew does make a good point, man. You know, he came out. Did you see him start dancing? He came out, and look at him. He came out and sat on the announcer's desk, and it was like, is no one gonna like say anything about John Cena? And he laid it out like, isn't this bullcrap? And lo and behold, John Cena turns heel. So yeah, the thing with Damian Priest and how he tracked all his moves. Now, mind you, like, this is just great storytelling, and you know they all talk about this. CM Punk. Do they really hate each other? I don't know. I think it's like whatever there was, you can use that. But he does say this: like, they're professionals, so
Good work. Good defense.
you know. CM Punk. That's one thing I've learned about you. You don't want to be hated. I respect that. Nobody does. Nobody does. Don't worry, man. You all right. Mm. They're so tough. It's like they're so tough.
I love that. I love that. That jab's slick. You were thinking, you were smart, you weren't loading up, so you were still landing your power shots. Good work. And don't forget the jab.
If more people would talk like that, this world may be such a better place. Man, do you know how to tie your shoes? Damn. Joe Frazier. Front row Joe. Ooh, ooh, my belly. Get in my belly. God. Damn. That's breakfast right there. Lunch and dinner.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Can you continue?
He said, just give me a minute, man. That one to the gut hurt a little bit. Mm. Nice counter. Nice straights and jabs. Straights and jabs. Just gripping them and dipping them. You see how they're holding their gloves different ways? I see again style. I've learned, and you gotta like sometimes you hear it and it's like it doesn't mean anything to you because you're not as into it as the other person. But yeah, like when people tell you there's different styles, they mean it. Different styles, like in NASCAR, you hear that this person drives like this, and you hear that, and it's like, dude, it's all the same. Like, no, they're telling you the truth. No, he's up so. God. Oh.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7.
I asked to be choke slammed on like concrete before. It hurt. My back hurt for a week. I was like, nah, it's not for me. I asked my friend to do it. I said, just do it, yo. I took the bump. It hurt, yo. I took another one. Bam. I was like, okay, yeah. I don't know how they do it, yo. And Drew said his insides are just crying, but outside is, he looks his best ever. So, yeah. After wrestling, for real, I like that coach idea. I like that coach idea. I like that. Taking those talents and passing it on to the next generation. You know what I'm saying? The next generation. The next. Oh yeah. Look, I love how they just come bopping in, just tender. I love it. Tenderoni. Tender. 12 rounds though. You got to be smart. You can't just be. I mean, you see how they're just going. Like if I do another 12-round fight, I'm definitely not going to be swinging as much. And if it's a 6-round fight, then that kind of fighting I was doing, I could swing more. Remember what I said about racing? It's the same thing. If you're on a, a 5-lap race, you got to go. Even if it's it's a Nürburgring. Depends how, like, ow. So if it's like a small track and a 5-lap race, you got to go. But if it's like, a small track and it's a 500-lap race, that's different. You got to take your time. You got to know when to get, and then you got to know when to sit.
7, 8. Listen to me. Are you okay?
Oh my goodness, that was really close. Next down, that's it. Yeah, he's done. But no rush. The drilly bits, the Billy dribble bits. No.
He's not hurt. He's not hurt. He's not hurt bad. It's only a flag.
Damn. Maybe I was wrong. Ow. They just like make it so dramatic. That's what I heard inside my head.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Come to me.
Baby, come to me. 'Cause I love you. You're turning me on, baby, come to me. Go ahead, get them out of the. Oh yeah, Mr. Little Bo Duke got him his what'd you get? You are the Colonel of Kentucky. Not bad, not bad. Not bad, not bad. What an honor bestowed upon thee. Make sure you give God the glory. That's all I got to say. Just thank Jesus and we all right. Well, let's see if I was wrong, because it seems like Home Slice make a little bit of a comeback. And then one round when I was boxing, they said throw combinations, so I just started throwing anything, like uppercut, straight jab low, and then an upper right hook, something like that. Then a straight right and a uppercut left and a hook left, something like that. Yeah, I don't know. Just confuse them. Oh. Boy, you getting clowned, dude. You had this one. You had it won. and then you just got sloppy. See, that's called getting sloppy.
1,
It's called
2,
getting sloppy.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8,
Don't choke.
9,
Choke.
10. You're out.
Choke. You choked. You had it one and then you choked. Pathetic. You deserve to lose, man. I had you won. Thank God this wasn't a bet. You choked. You had the win. He got up at 9. Pathetic. I'm out of here, y'all. That's just that disappointment of a fight because Joe Frazier wouldn't finish the job. That's all right. Guess you gotta forgive. Right? You gotta forgive. Have a nice day. Thanks for watching. Thank you, Jesus. Hallelujah. Bye bye.